Alright, you lot, welcome back. Just when you thought we'd seen all the ogres, there's more ogres. Actually, we didn't think we'd seen all the ogres because at the bottom of the article for the Big Summer Preview, it clearly stated there would be more to come. But I wasn't expecting more so soon. I wasn't expecting to finish that video, upload it, and then almost immediately be greeted with this. Stalk, shoot, and skin with brand new Ogor Hunters. Now, if they'd have only put this article out maybe 3 hours earlier, it would have been in yesterday's video, but they didn't. Instead, it's now. Did I just say yesterday? Yesterday's video. Good lord. Anyway, we have more new ogres to look at, and I wanted to do this today because I'm still excited about ogres. The Ogor Mawtribes refresh is absolutely solid so far, and I want to see more of them. Plus, the other thing that we need to cover, which we'll probably do tomorrow, is the new Space Marine Primaris Outriders, which look exactly the same as the ones that were available before, but they're, you know, multi-part instead of push fit. That's it. That's the whole thing. They're not a priority. I'm just saying it. They're not a priority. For me personally, they're not a priority. These, however, yes. So these are hunters. They're responsible for ranging ahead of an ogre warpath, often spending many weeks away from their tribe, and have developed keen survival skills that let them sneak through enemy lines despite their prodigious size. Excellent use of the word prodigious there. They're happy as the next ogre to get stuck into bone-crunching close combat, but unlike most of their kin, they're also a dab hand with the enormous crossbows they carry. Hell yeah. So we've got 3 lads and 2 Sabrefangs, and the lads, and technically lasses probably, look like this. I mean, this is already a good start. That is such a cool look. I love it. The cloaks wrapped around the shoulders and the neck is fantastic. Also having that that mask across the lower half of the face, it's always such a good look every time. It never gets old. The crossbow, it's massive. It's basically a small siege weapon. I love the sheer size of that crossbow. It's ridiculous. Also the quiver full of bolts off to the side there, very nice. Plus we've got some really evil looking javelins there. Spears? Javelins? I mean, I guess you can throw a spear. Either way, it looks brutal as hell. It looks like they're sort of serrated in such a way that it would be very, very painful to try and take them out. Which, I mean, I feel like that probably tracks for the Ogor Mawtribes, right? Now, someone pointed out in the last video that the lady ogres were the ones that had, like, aprons underneath their armour, which I don't think I even noticed at the time. So I'm going to go back and check those at some point just to see like what the ratio is more than anything, because I'm super curious. Like, now it's been pointed out, is that something that is easily picked up on? Keep an eye out for that here, and if I miss one, then let me know. The vulture, I'm assuming it's a vulture. It looks like a vulture. It's just the face is really odd. The face is, oh, okay, no, I see what's going on. Right. For a second, I thought like that sort of fleshy, there's like a specific name for it, I'm pretty sure. The like the fleshy bit that goes over the top of the beak. Is it like the wattle or something? Some turkeys have got it. Probably some vultures have as well. I thought that was the beak for a second. I was like, what is this weird flesh beak? But no. It does have a proper actual black beak. I like that it's taken a bit of meat out of the hand there. That's very cool. I like that pose a lot. Now, given that is a fairly significant part of that model, having multiples of it will probably look a bit off, but as a one-off, I really like that. That's a nice touch. Plus, it might be that these are customizable enough that you wouldn't need to put the bird on the model. We'll have to, obviously, you know, we'd need to take a look at the sprues and stuff to find that out, unless they are being generous and providing that information up front, which they frequently don't. Overall, solid. Also, the armour, not having that distinct more across it, but instead having a bunch of teeth with a skull kind of cracked and then nailed to the armour itself instead, that works super well. I really like that. It's also just occurred to me that actually I think that is a lady ogre in it, because instead of a completely bare upper body there, I mean, I know we've got the cloak, but underneath that, we've also got what looks like some clothing at the top with a belt sort of going around the chest. I mean, oh God, they look so good. This is an insane range refresh. It just is. They've just nailed it, and they continue to nail it. That just goes so hard. The mix of almost Executioner's hood, which I know it's a helmet, but it being like painted that more sort of browny bronze colour, Is that fair to say it's bronze? It almost looks more like shaped leather the way they've painted it. Either way, it looks grand. And again, having the lower half of the face covered as part of the cloak looks awesome. The crossbow, again, looks absolutely solid. I like that there's a bit of a trophy thing going on here as well. Or perhaps, you know, some supplies in the form of the haunch of an animal. Is it the haunch? Wait, where's the haunch? Is the haunch like the rear? I think the haunch might be like part of the rear of the animal, right? That's more like the flank, is it? Because it's got ribs. It's been a while since I've butchered an animal myself. And when I say a while, I've never done that. So probably terminology all wrong. But then you would expect nothing less from this channel, would you, to get all the terminology wrong? I really like the look of this. Also, we have a massive cleaver, it looks like. Big old slab of metal there off to the side. I love the Giganto cleavers. Actually, is it a cleaver or is it their version of some sort of polearm? Because that is quite the long haft we've got poking up at the end there. Either way, whether it's a cleaver, whether it's a sword, whether it's some sort of polearm, it will look gnarly and horrific because it will be, as we mentioned yesterday, a slab of metal that has been mildly sharpened on one side. Also, the armour on this one, again, we've got like, there's sort of a lack of the more decoration going on, but we again have these teeth and tusks that have been fitted into it, and then you've got this leather hanging off those. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. That is such a good pose. I don't know why, I really like that pose. I think because you can see the like the melee option in the hand. You've got the crossbow almost like casually over one shoulder. That's some sort of Gloomspite Git lad, isn't it? What are they called? The big troll-like figures. Are they just trolls? Have I forgotten the name of the trolls? Or am I thinking trogs? Maybe it's trogs. You know what? I'm going to check. All right, Age of Sigmar. Where are we going? We're going Destruction. We're going Gloomspite Git. Troggoths, am I thinking? It's going to bug me if I... There we go. Troggoth. There we go. I think that's fair to say that ogre has got a Troggoth's face hanging off his belt. I mean, this is a good way to check. So we got those lads there. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think that's a Troggoth's face hanging off the belt. Nice. That's some hefty prey there. Troggoths, not small. Again, we've got the jawbone to make the more side of things for the armor rather than it being embossed in. Love that. That's great. That sword is horrific. The like actual saw blade edge on the back side of it. I don't know why. It just seems extra brutal. I mean, I feel like there's a bit of utility there as well as just looking cool, like, you know, bit of bone saw action going on. But it really does make it look extra menacing, which is kind of impressive because all of these look pretty damn menacing as they are anyway. But yeah, these guys look absolutely solid. Really good. And then we've got the Sabrefangs as well. I mean, the Sabrefangs are just really nicely made sort of big cat miniatures. They look great. They seem slightly at odds with the rest of the ogres because they seem so relatively normal. Obviously, you know, scary predator, but normal for wildlife in Warhammer. We've got a little bit of like customization going on. It looks like one's got a couple of medallions kind of attached to the skin there, but other than that, they just sort of look like big cats, which is absolutely fine because they're great. I like the two poses. The two poses look good. I would have quite liked an open mouth version of one of them. That would have been cool. But yeah, I mean, they're solid. They are solid. Overall then, these continue to impress. The rest of the Ogre refresh looks incredible. These look incredible. There's a lot to like here, and frankly, I want to see more. Like they've said right here, there'll be more new Ogor Mawtribes units as we get closer to their release. So this isn't even the last of them. There are more to come, and that makes me super happy because, God, they look good. Anyway, there you go. Some more Ogor Mawtribes for you. Let me know what you thought of that lot in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.